Hello, and welcome to a playthrough of Age of Wonders 4, specifically the newest DLC recording Rise from Ruin. They added no story maps, 3 new tomes, which we will take a look at. I say quickly, just assume the start of this video is going to be taking a look at the 3 new tomes. A new form, 2 maps, Withering Wastes and Windborn Badlands. So my understanding is that Windborn Badlands is just a map where bad things have happened, whereas Withering Wastes actually has the story of the Cataclysm, sort of. So we will be doing Withering Wastes. I will start on normal difficulty. It is 5 skulls. I'll probably get my ass kicked and we'll have to drop it down to easy, but we'll see it. Also, I apologize if there's issues, both streaming and recording. I got a new box. I had to upgrade my router, and I'm having issues here. So I don't know if they misclicked something or what, but I was fine Friday. My router is supposed to be twice as powerful, so it should be double the up speed, double the download speed. And all of a sudden, now I'm having trouble, quote-unquote, streaming. So, whatever. We'll power through it. We'll do the best we can. Like I said, I do wonder if it's just OBS messing up, because according to Twitch, I have a steady bitrate. I'm not actually dropping frames anywhere. It's just OBS is all over the place. So, don't know what's going on there. I'm just going to do my best to ignore the flashing. Oh, panic button. Having said that, real quick, so we're going to play Withering Wastes. Before we go in, let's go over the new tomes, which is tomes. 2 of them are, plus balance changes and gameplay changes and that sort of thing. I won't go over that. But the newest tome, first one, so we will be, let me pull up our tome little planner here. So, there's this. And a new culture. But we'll go over that when we get it. So I just want to go with the tomes. So we're definitely going to be playing Tome of the Warband. So, Warband, which is Chaos Material. So Bred for War, Race Transformation, more hit points, resistance to morale loss. And then when surrounded by units, even less morale. It's interesting. Reigning Regime, War Draft, Mentorship. They've changed how experience works. It is now weighted. Before it was weighted so heavily towards gaining experience through combat that you were penalized for not fighting every turn, which I often do not do. So now it's a bit better balance. Commander's Call heals a unit, gains morale. Oh, and a 1 hex radius. That's good. And then Lieutenant, find a unit that empowers others in battle through their actions, which is interesting. So we get that. The other one is Material. And I believe it is a tier 2 tome. Yes. Tome of the Sandstalkers. Oh, it's Materium Nature. Interesting. Sandstalkers. So what does Sandstalkers get? Well, you get the Grand Bazaar. For more gold and food depending on the sand. We can farm on desert. And we like sand. Cool. We also get Summoned Sand Scorpion. Sandstorm, which is slowed and blind. So there's a blind build there. Scorpion Venom, which applies weakened and poisoned, which is good. Desertific. Well, hold on. So this doesn't provide a damage boost, it just applies debuffs. Okay. Desertific. desertification? No, desertification. So, turns things into desert. And Doomstalk. Target race becomes one with the desert, random sand walks, camouflage, and on sand terrain, fast movement, and flanking damage. So, we're definitely going to want to put sand preference. So, yes, we get desert farming. But if we have desert adaptation, basically, what desert farming does is, if you don't have desert adaptation, you can now build farms on sand. If you do have desert adaptation, those farms get +5. Right? And the other one is another chaos. Tier 3, which is Tome of the Warlord. So, we're definitely going to get 1 Materium and 1 Chaos. Oh, did I accidentally delete? I did that. Culture totals. Oh. Equals, sorry. Sum. This. Plus this. Plus this. There you go. Copy. Paste. There we go. Tome 2, which is Sandstalkers, is Materium and Nature. And Warlord is straight up Chaos. So, 2 there. Okay. So, Chaos gives us a Warforge, which is draft. And the more magic material, the more gold and draft we get, which is interesting. Okay, we get a Might of the Battlefield, which is Infernal Might for 3 turns and 15 morale. What is Infernal Might? Attacks have +1 fire damage. Fiend units gain +3% 3% critical strike. Can stack up to 5 times. Interesting. Alright, Gladiatorial. Draft gold and stability, so you can pull out units fast. Random hexes are set on fire. Randomly units gain crit chance. A victorious raising and migrating the city requires 1 fewer torn and more damage. Summon a war golem. Cool. Relentless might. 1 return. So to get the most out of this Home of the Warlord, we want to go Fiend. It's not that you can't. You don't have to, but to get the most out of it, you want to go Fiend. Which I believe then leads to Demon Gate, right? So you become Demon Kin. So everyone becomes a Fiend. Okay. So that means we're gonna want Demon Gate at 4. So that's another 2. So we're gonna be going heavy chaos, which I usually don't do. Which means then we can go 5. Yeah. Cannot be used in battles where your ruler is present. Interesting. I wanted to go Crimson Fiend because of Gift of the Old Blood, right? Sorry, not Gift of the Old Blood. Mantle of the Blood Noble. At the start of combat, for each friendly non-summoned Tier 1 and Tier unit, Tier 3 and above get hit points and better receiving. And Coagulant. So I wonder if there's... Oh, wait, I missed something. Oh, man. No, hold on. Warlord is what I want. Here we go. Wasn't there... Oh, maybe not. Well, Army Leader, Commander's Call, Lieutenant. No, for some reason I thought either the Warband or the Warlord had something. Like, it gives me a tier for you, but I thought one of them had an ability where low-level units got bonuses based on high-level units. But I guess not. So maybe we'll wing things. I'll see what I want when I want it. I mean, there's plenty of like Tome of Revelry is always just good, right? As far as Chaos Affinity goes, if I feel I need to dip into that, because Warband and Sandstalkers are Nature and Materium respectively, I'll probably want to dip into those if I can, but we will see. But yeah, so Warlord is interesting, right? The Warlord gets Command Retreat. So put it on a low-level unit, it heals and gets out of there. Defend gives them extra attacks and bolster defenses. And Attack gives them Strength and Fortune. But they're between the Fiend and, as I know I go it a lot, but this, right? That starts you at 25, and then every time they hit something, right? Yeah. They get more, up to 15% crit on top of that. Well, now you're at a 40% crit rate for your melee units. And they're doing more damage. Like, again, there is a strong crit build there. Unfortunately, I don't think there is a way to get both. Yeah, there's no way to get prophecies, really. So even though there is a strong crit build there, I may pass on it. Choose and whatever crit we get, we crit. But those are the new tomes. So we're gonna do Withering Wastes select. We're gonna customize the realm. So we'll start first 6 players, second large. Advanced settings. Actually, everything else doesn't matter. Game flow. Game speed normal. Allow. Oh, low score victory. That puts the turn limit to 150, right? 200. But it just guarantees that, you know, if I drag on too long, and expansion magic. Oh, endless units enabled. Units will continue to gain ranks after reaching the normal maximum legendary rank. This allows you to continue betting from gaining experience from combat regardless of how long they do so. That's new, and you can turn it on and off. That is appreciated. Everything else is fine. Realm content. I'll leave it as is. Realm factions, I'll leave as is. Combat, I don't think there's anything I messed around with there. So we're good to go. The one thing I might do, right? So, Barren Pangea. So a single enormous connected landmass surrounded by uninhabitable desert on all sides. This realm consists of a single massive landmass surrounded by uninhabitable deserts. Mountains and stalagmites are rare. Each empire is on the landmass. No hostile seas. Desert realm. So desert provinces are common. Arctic, highlands, temperate, and desolates are absent. Forest is rare. Wetlands is absent. Cannot. Right. Nothing there. Nothing there. Ruined realm. So free cities are rare. city ruins are common. And echoes of the fracturing. Long ago, this realm was home to some of the experiments of the Unmaker. Who are the Unmaker? Unmakers are a group of ambitious wizards whose experiments devastated large sections of the Astral Sea, now known as the Fractured Realms. They rose to power after the Andalian crisis had destroyed or weakened the dominant forces of previous ages. Believing themselves capable of unraveling the very essence of mana and magic, the Unmakers competed and cooperated among themselves, striving to recreate the powers flowing from the well of creation. Among the nomadic tribes of fractured worlds, countless that's my bad. Oh, no, okay, so it doesn't go lower. For some reason, I thought it went lower than that. There we go. Among the tribes of fractured worlds, countless cautionary tales speak of the Unmakers and their experiments, how they tore the fabrics of magic, scarred the realms with fractures, and ultimately, as the moral of the story, perished in the fracturing that reshaped the realms. So magical cataclysm, which we will deal with. I'm going to... Do I add Crystal Dwelling? No, we'll play this at... Like, the only thing I might add is Crystal Dwelling. The whole premise of this... Ward of Fates. So, let's second. I have a blocks world map spells. Okay. Like, normally I'm like, alright, let's throw on regenerating infestations. The Cataclysm, the whole premise of the Cataclysm is it will generate territory that has very hard and challenging infestations above and beyond regenerating. So, yeah, we'll just leave everything as is. Let me just make sure... I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll disable... Oh! Right. So, sorry, this is the settings they decide. Yeah, so, can't get world seals or block underground. No, this is me. Oh yeah, but nothing's randomized, so it doesn't matter. So I'll keep this as is, because we don't have anything randomized. We're just going to get this. So I believe we're all set to go. Normal, large, slow, fastest only, classic turns. Yeah, I think we're good. Yes.
Your journey starts here.
So we're going to create a faction. The Hairfolk is the new one. So we got bunnies. Their traits are quick reflexes, light-footed, and athletic. Which is, they've also changed how combat speed works. So what we're going to do is get rid of, adaptations. Desert's 1. Do we just take a flaw? Morale loss is increased, and morale gain is reduced. If I take Coward and just do this, could be fun, right? Otherwise, let's see. Light-footed is 1, athletics is 1. I'm not used to using athletics. They've changed adaptable, which is nice. I believe it was a set, now it's percentage. I could be wrong. Because I was thinking like, cheerful could be a fun one, right? But I don't think, yeah. If I take... Let's do this. So, we're definitely taking desert adaptation. I like light-footed, and that leaves 2. So we could take cheerful and adaptable. Because it'd be hilarious. So let's do that. So we're hair folk, cheerless and adaptable.
What is their origin culture?
So, we can't do primal. Oh, because we chose desert adaptation. But the new one is nomads. So we're gonna get from our culture another chaos. So plenty of really? Total affinity is 10? How's it calculating that? 1, 2, 4, 6. Why is it summing up to 10? 0. H2 plus H8 is 1. Why? What? We're already up to 6. The math isn't mathing. Hold on. 2 plus 4 is 6. Why does it say 10? There it's correct. 10, 8. Alright, so that's 0. Okay. 1. 2. 1. Culture's getting multiplied. Why is culture getting multiplied? Plus, plus, plus. Sorry. Weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, the other two are getting multiplied, but they shouldn't. They should be getting... Okay. I'll have to mess with this later. Even though it's... Sorry, this is spreadsheet stuff. Even though society traits, right, equals sum, one G10 plus culture. Boom. 1. Maybe do it this way. Plus these. Two, 4. What is going on here? Why did the formula spill? 2, 4, 5. Yeah. Something's going on with spreadsheets. Alright, so I'll just do the math manually. So, 1, 1. Deuterium, nature. Warlord is 2. Demon Gate is 2. Culture is going to be at least 1. So right now, total affinity is 6. 2. 1. There we go. Do the math manual. Worst comes to worst, do it that way. Don't know why it started doing that. Anyways. And we can either do Conquerors, which is annex, pillage enemy provinces to gain draft, production, knowledge, and gold through aggressive expansion. Pillaging provides food. Movement grants units empowering momentum. So, if they move at least 3 hexes until the end of turn, they gain defense, resistance, and a huge bonus to damage or healing, which is interesting, right? Or Scavengers, which is survival is measured on what can be scavenged. Well, hold on, I guess I should show off what nomads do. So nomads are resourceful people that migrate to thrive. They steer their land barges across the realm to settle new lands. Mobile units that focus on maneuvering and flanking. Nomad cities are able to pack up into a nomad city barge and relocate. Nodes in domain of their cities are over-harvested over time, exhausting the nodes to gain essence in that city. Nomad cities require more food to gain population. So basically the way they work is gold node, eventually after 10 turns, you're not getting anything from that, but the city will gain a permanent bonus based on the node they harvested, which is interesting. So we can either do Conquerors, which is all about stealing provinces, right? And you're just going around inciting war and pissing people off. And there's an interesting build, right? If I, real quick, can I check out the... I wish I could show off... I would like one more thing added here to look at the Imperium tree.
What is the origin?
Or Scavengers. So Nomad Scavengers. Scavengers use wonder scavenging to extract unique essences from ancient wonders, further empowering your cities as they collect essence. In combat, pick up loot from defeated units to heal and gain power. And because we're not going, I'm not a super aggressive player, we will pick Scavengers. So that is boom, and this goes up to 3. So we're gonna do scavenging. No, scavenging on it. I think there is a build with nomads where you go Conquerors, Old Blood,
what defines their society,
and Apex Predators, so that every time you scavenge, you get a huge boost to gold, mana, right? Because isn't there something in the Chaos Tree where it does what this Apex Predator does with gold? Right? So, I think there is a build here where you can devour the world. And it's just you raising other people's things and just getting huge boosts. Could be wrong. We'll see. Eventually. It is something I want to mess with. But I think... So we're encouraged to go... We've got a lot of chaos. We could go something in Materium. Where is Materium? Oh, wow. Alright, down here, right? Equipment Hoarders gets us mana. Great Builders. Per quarry in their domain, but that's not gonna work because we won't always have quarries in our domain. So more production, but they give gold and stability. That's interesting. Reclaimers gain binding essence for clearing out infestation province, wonders cities, and pillaging provinces. So Reclaimers is another one. Runesmiths. I almost always go that. We'll pass on that. Seekers of Wonder. Oh, that's interesting. Per annexed ancient wonder. And we start with 1 clear. That's interesting. We're not going to do Subterranean Society. We're going heavy Materium and Chaos. We do have the option to mix in a little nature. I wonder how talented collectors combined with Seekers of Wonder would play out. Because we're gonna want to drain a ton of these. But I think we lose the +5 bonus once we've drained it. But that's okay. Let's try it. We'll do Talented Collectors and Seeker of Wonders. There is that thing of like, ooh, more chaos, right? Like Prolific Swarmers actually works well because now it turns it into a 40%. But I think we're going to try this and maybe sprinkle in some nature and see where things go.
Choose your first tome of magic.
Did they change?
What is their origin culture?
Traits.
What defines their society?
And we have to start with Home of the Warband. Warding, Blood Right, 4. There it is. So, Chaos Materium, Commander's Call, Lieutenant, Mentorship, Training Regime, Regimen, Bread for War. We want Bread for War, we want Lieutenant. Mentorship's actually really good as well. To get our regular units going faster, that sort of thing. So we're going to start with Tome of the Warband. So, I could do Giant King, but if we do Giant King, right? Frost, Storm, Fire, Rock. Yeah, but this is mountains and stalagmites. There's nothing in here for desert. I would love them to add... I think there should be a Giant King for every type of natural terrain. So we've got underground and rock, fire, right? Lava, that sort of thing. Rivers and water, ice. I would love to see one for desert, swamps, or well, no. Yeah, desert, swamp, desert and swamp. So we're gonna pass on that because we can't really make a huge thing. We're not gonna do vampire. Like we could, but that doesn't feel good. We could do Eldritch Sovereign, but that doesn't feel good. So either I think Champion again, or Wizard King. And because of the nature of the map, where a bunch of Wizard Kings came in and just messed with things, we're gonna do Wizard King. Also because as much as I love going, like, I just love the Ranger class now, with its ability to reset cooldowns. I think we do Wizard King. So we're gonna do Wizard King.
Reveal yourself.
There we go. Alright, so... that looks more like a bat than a rabbit. Do we have a rabbit emblem somewhere? Pantheon. Let's see. I see bats and we could do scorpions, right? Astral Affinity, Chaos Affinity. That looks like a rabbit to me. That one I think is better. Oh! Or this one. We'll do that one. Oh, gray and red is fine. I can't see the difference between body types. Horns, definitely. Most people, So, you'll be able to tell what part of the world you're from when you look at this and go, oh, is that a, I think it's called a Wappeltinger? Something like that? German rabbit with horns. You see when you get really drunk? Something like that. I look at this and I see a jackalope. So I think we do that one. Is that the hairstyle? Oh, that's the hair? Oh, we're gonna get rid of the hair. But rabbits... Yeah, rabbits, no hair. The ears... are fine. Definitely want them up. Oh, there we go. Really scruffy ears. That's fine. Everything else is fine. I'm not gonna do a little too much. There are new... what is... Is it the cape? It's the cape. Okay. Skinny legs. There we go. That works. I'm okay with that. Let's make them... There we go. Dangerous jackalopes. No helmet, no cape. Can we give them a different outfit? They're desert folk. Oh, that's weird. If I were making jackrabbits, rabbit folk who had issues with the umbral, I would go with this. As is, let's go with this one. So actually, appearance.
Begins.
Go back to... I guess we can do Ranger. Alright, we'll do a Ranger Wizard King. The race. Army skin decorations. Horns. What is this doing? Why can I not... So no horns, horns. And then it randomizes the horns? That's weird that it won't let me just select. But mounts. Since we're desert folk, I think we go with scorpion mounts. Again, arm length, leg length, regular size, everything else is fine. Body shape. Tall and skinny, physique. There we go. I think we're good.
Your journey begins.
Okay. And we're jackalopes. So we are... Thalamud? I'll take that. Race name. We are jackalopes. All agree not white is fine. Earth Mother's fine, I guess. Ambition. And I'm just gonna do a very standard for me collector ambition. So we get that binding essence and some good stuff. Race name. Twitchy Travelers. No. Fremen. Jackalopes. There we go. That works for me. Yeah. Onward. So at the very least, I think we're going to go hard. At the very least, chaos and material. Definitely. Right? But we might dip into nature a wee bit. And maybe shadow as well. Just a little. Not a lot. So we'll see where the tomes take us. But I'm fascinated by the Ranger with its cooldown reset. Right? Okay. So, new ruler emerges, explore your surroundings, and expand. So, pair folk, nomad scavengers, starting with Tome of the Warband, talented collectors, secret wenders, desert adaptation, light-footed, cheerful, and adaptable. We start with Commander's Call, which is nice, and empowering trophies. Okay. So, the winds roar with hunger. This realm is being affected by the devouring winds. The breeze siphons and redirects magic from everything it passes through. Should a great surge of magic flood it, the winds would wreak havoc, bringing dire consequences for spellcasters and the landscape of the realm. Casting world map spells will build up to a cataclysm. But perhaps there are ways to mitigate this crisis. Investigate the phenomenon. Yes, so we get this cataclysm meter. Every time, so casting world map spells adds to the meter. When it fills up to 50% or more, provinces become marked for the next cataclysm. When the cataclysm meter reaches the maximum, a cataclysm is triggered. The higher the level of the cataclysm meter, the more provinces will be marked and struck during a cataclysm. The cataclysm, oh, that's new. The cataclysm meter decreases by 10 per turn. For every level of cataclysm meter, all spells have a chance of backfire. Interesting. So we're going to set production. Traditionally, yeah, I think we start with a farm. So it's going to take 5 turns to get our first farm. So I will queue up the salvage shop because it gives draft, production, and food. So let's queue that up. And the first unit we're going to build is another Dune Rider. Now the nice thing about Dune Riders, if I can show it off, is they have warfare training. So it gets the benefits of both a scout and an archery ranged unit, if that makes sense. Because scouts have reduction in damage. They do not suffer the reduction in damage. 395 versus 310. Do we have an easier kill somewhere? Is the question. So we're going to move this scout in this direction. That's 230. Alright. Well, build in that direction. We want the Argent Wield as soon as possible. Well, hold on. Set Arcane Research. So, Mentorship, Lieutenant are bred for. I want all of these. But I think this boosts our units. Our regular units get stronger faster. I don't think I can support the Lieutenant yet. And I don't... Well, maybe I could do Bred for War. I mean, more hit points. You know what? Let's do Bred for War. Not going to lock anything. And you can go grab this. So we get a Lesson Stone Spirit. You can just hop in. So, range, both melee. Okay. And then head... We might take out these... Try to take out both the Brigand Camp and the Haunted Graveyard before they spawn. Let me create some saves. 1. Stream 2. Yeah, looks like it's stabilized a little. I'm just gonna ignore that. And end turn. Let's head to the left. So there's this. That's the other thing. Nomads start with only 2 cities. So we might grab this city right away. We're gonna step in this direction. 250. Let's take out this camp right away. Bookmark 1. Save. 360 to 250. They're all melee. I could auto combat, but actually, let me take a look at what talents I have. So, Wizard King. Whenever I cast a spell, strengthen and regen. Overcharge. Interesting. Or healing and buff spells. That's it. Well, right. Right, because I click this, and the... Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So here's the thing, right? This is once every 2 turns. Resets ability cooldowns. Oh! Spell, kill something, spell. Right? Oh, can't be refreshed. Oh, that's new. So kill shot won't refresh channeling ritual. Okay. But this one can. So there's still a good combo here, even if all you do is go for the kill. Okay. That's new. I think. No risk. We'll manual combat this because it's the first fight of a new map. And I always fight the first fight of a new map. So, they're going to be coming in. These guys have a huge physical defense. I assume these guys are doing physical damage and not magic damage. So, let's see. We'll set you up here, you here, and you here, and we'll step you over 1. Something like this might be better. I mean, Pat, bookmark 1, save, enter. Yeah, they want haunted 2. Alright. Interesting. So, heal morale gains 1 looted power. Alright. Alright. Ooh. The thing is, we want to make sure they don't charge. But I think that's better. don't have a lot of mana. So what do we got? Recovering wind pool, distributing wind. Yeah, we get loot by killing things, or just straight up damage. Blinding blast. That gets me to 90 or 90. Put you there. We're already at 50. Take the shots. And defend. And turn. This might be a bit sloggy. Right, so now the heal seems good. Yeah. I'm not getting any kills here. That's the problem. The crit helps. Okay. Yeah, end turn. Oh. I mean, if they die, it's not the worst. Great. Distributing wind this. Alright, not who I wanted it on. Pull you forward. Pull you back. Step you this way. And now you go forward again. Okay. Oh boy. Let's just start wailing away on these guys. Oh, once they have looted power? Oh, with scavenger. Oh. That's the catch. I can't end turn? Okay. Can we get... oh wow, okay. Yeah, no shots. I don't... Oh, because they're taunted. Whoa! I hit my own unit. That sucks. Now I have to. Yeah. Maybe I should have. Autoed this. Okay. So I can't do that. 50, 65. I just hit my own unit! What the hell? Alright. What does the auto for this look like? Holy shit. Have they rebalanced things? For, like, are you, like, if there are units in between you and what you're firing at, you just automatically hit them in the back now? What's the auto combat look like? I mean, I guess I take it? Because that's about as how well I was doing before. We'll get a dire bear mount. Cool. I'll throw that on you, because Overwhelm is awesome. So if they're in defense mode... But see, now I have to queue up a Wind Warrior and a Looter, right? And I have to head back. Some renown. Ooh, I think I can do fiery weight boots. 1 defense. Move on fire. Is immune to burning. Yep. That. This way. This. Wow, that's good. That's good. Snag this. I think this is a gold? Silver. Yeah, so this as a second city is not the worst idea, right? It can grab this, potentially this. This city can grab this one, drain it, and move on, because that's the goal. We want to drain these. Right, we must have gotten a production boost. Let me queue up the vendor. End turn. See what this is. I'll take it. Head this way. You are headed... Question is... Oh, I think I'm in the north. Alright. You head this way. And you're headed this way to heal. My ruler leveled up. I am a fan of Sniper. And combining that with Keen Edge. So we've got the salvage shop. Let that sit. 154 to get the Wind Warrior out. That puts me back at 4. I mean, I think I have to, just to keep at least a modicum of on pace. And I'll spend 15 to build a farm there. See, and now we'll start draining it and instantly get this. So, we drain this, and after 10 turns, essence of production. So this city will permanently get plus 10 production. Is what's going to happen. You receive Mana Font Bronze. So, permanent stability boost, and for every essence the city has, we get +1 mana. Okay, save game. Bookmark 2. Auto combat. I guess? I feel like they have made things significantly harder. We could poke our nose underground and we might. You need to head this way. So we get the looter. What are we looking at? Range, melee. That can be both. Another wind warrior. Two quarries? That's rough. Quarry there, maybe? Or quarry? We'll see. You're headed. I don't see a tower. Sometimes you can see towers in the shade. We'll head in this direction. And you're headed in this direction. So a lot of essences. So if we harvest this, interesting.
Hello, this is Gohan the Chinchilla, and we hope you're having a good day, as do I. As always, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to follow, like, subscribe, or comment. Or, even better, come on over to twitch.tv/SparkyTDK and watch me live every Monday through Friday. Thank you for your support.